Hello and what's up Wednesday. I'm Ashley and I'm sharing another intuitive message with you guys today. We all have past experiences and pain that can go along with those experiences. And in some ways, we can be triggered into a response of hurting and pain and feeling it deeply in our hearts when there's something that is maybe not yet done healing, or it just hasn't been transpired in either ever or in a new way. And I had one of those moments this morning. I realized that I was kind of going into that sort of triggered state, or like a feeling of shock almost, because the pain started to really emanate really heavily in my heart. And I sat with it for a moment rather than running from it, which doesn't ever help us, by the way. And or the other option of running is usually we build this wall around it. We build this wall around the pain rather than letting it transpire, rather than listening to it, rather than, changing it, transmuting it into something new. And instead, when we build those walls around it, we keep it. We hold on to it and we keep it and we never let it go. and it's such a normal response, but once you know that that's what you're doing, we have another choice to make. And so for me in that moment, I know all this stuff, right? And I still have moments where I have something that was really dear to me or something, and it can get triggered. Like, by the way, once you're healed, quote unquote healed, that doesn't mean that your healing journey is over in some way. It's not. It might show up in a new way, in a new lesson, something else that you can now view and see because you have the ability, the strength. Perhaps you've just earned that moment, which is a weird thing to say about pain, but that's how I feel about it. And to me, it felt like an initiation that I had earned that moment. Such a weird thing to say, but that I had earned that moment, that I got to really transpire it. I decided I didn't want to hold on to it. I didn't want to build walls around it anymore. And that I was ready to feel it, let it in, let it go. And it felt really amazing because rather than something that could have upset me for a lot longer, even a whole day potentially, I literally was able to let it move through me, understand what was there, let it go, and then build the rest of my day around all the things that I fucking love and enjoy, and got to be present and feel different, feel good, rather than letting something that would normally have maybe got me a bit stuck, let it go. And if you don't know how to transmute pain rather than building a wall around it, reach out, because it's not the easiest thing to do on your own. I'm very practiced at it, so that's why I can do it. And I felt really different on the other side. I felt really calm, like a weird calmness, and I felt really good. And eventually, I'm not gonna lie and say right away I felt fucking magical. I didn't. But after that moment, I got to then, like I said, work into my other practices, do some other things that literally light me up, that make me feel really myself. And so then I just got to have the rest of my day, and I felt totally different. And even when I journaled about it later, I was kind of in awe of how quickly I was able to make that choice and then actually have the energy behind it follow up. Because that's another thing about healing pain. There's no reason to lie about it, because you're gonna feel it one way or another, whether you put a bunch of layers of distractions over top of it or not. And there's no point. The only person that you're hurting by lying about being in pain or hurting for something is yourself. You're the only person that it will truly make the biggest impact on and the biggest effect. And for me, I make a choice pretty much every day that I want to feel good. I want to feel good, and I want to not just experience the things in this life that can cause pain, but the things that can cause immense joy And that's why I do the work that I do. It's why I do the work around the pain that I still experience and have. So I hope this helps in some way. And if you are experiencing pain or unhealed pain, is what I'll say it, unhealed trauma included, this is the reason that you do that work, so that you can have freedom on the other side of pain. All right. Love you guys. Have a good week.